Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is what I think will probably be the first of a series of readings for the lunar eclipse coming up on the 28th of October 2023. Everything's shuffled, but I just like shuffling, so I'm going to shuffle some more. Yeah, I'm recording this on the 22nd. So, we're in this sort of lull at the moment between the eclipse that took place on the 14th of October and this one that's going to take place on the 28th. I believe that's Saturday. It's a Saturday. I'm going to be going down to my local fresh fish shop and my tackle bait shop and buying some living creatures on that day, some mussels, some bait crabs, some bait worms, ragworms or lugworms, and I'm going to take them down to the sea and put them back in the sea while they're still alive. I'm going to buck the karmic cycle. So I'm going to buy them and I'm just going to like throw my money in the sea. And hopefully some people are going to come with me. It's called Freeing Beings, and it happens on certain days, and it's due to happen in Tibetan Buddhism. It's due to happen on the 28th, so I'm going to be doing that after work. Anyway, so yeah, we're in this kind of lull at the moment, and I really do feel like that eclipse on the 14th of October kind of sliced something open. All right, it shifted. I mean, I've really felt a shift in the energy, so really clear, really clear, and kind of no nonsense somehow. And hold on a minute, I've just got to move something. Hold on. Just wanted to close the curtains. There was somebody walking past and see me yabbering to myself in my living room. Wouldn't be the first time. So what I've got here is the major arcana of the ancient Italian tarot. Here I've got the minor arcana of the Rider-Waite split into its suits, and here I've got the major arcana of the Rider-Waite, which I might or might not open at some point during this reading. So what we're going to do is pull 3 major arcana cards, and each of those major arcana cards is going to be clarified by one from each suit of the minor arcana. As I say, everything is shuffled. I really enjoy it after work, coming home and just getting the cards out and just shuffling like some old witch with a spinning wheel, just like round and round, like tranced out with the shuffling. Really nice. So here we go. 3 major arcana cards. What's happening at the moment in the context of the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 28th? And I stress that because Taurus has got Uranus in it at the moment, and it's quite a lengthy stay. At the moment, it's in Uranus is in retrograde in Taurus. And Uranus, I was reading earlier, it's also the planet of it is the planet of Aquarius. But what I found out earlier, very interesting, is that Saturn, with such a different energy from Uranus, used to be, before they found Uranus, used to be the planet of Aquarius. So there's definitely some sort of connection going through that. There's a sort of wild card factor running through that. Okay, let's pull. Death. Well, there's your wild card. Justice in the reverse. And the Hanged Man in the reverse. Oof. Wow, well, that looks a bit pokey. Gosh. I mean, death here, like the great inevitable. Pretty much the only inevitable. Do they say death and taxes? The only 2 things that are certain. It's the only card in the upright as well. I mean, this is the incoming energy. I'm getting a feeling straight away off this of just like, fuck it, just like throw it out and start again. That's what I'm getting off this today. That's where we are right now. Things as we see them. There's a sort of active weariness here. It's just like, come on, let's just get on with it. Like it's a dead duck. It reminds me of the scene in The Witches of Eastwick when one of the characters who isn't one of the witches, who's kind of got a bit obsessed with these three women who are the Witches of Eastwick. I read the book once. It's nothing like the film. Not as entertaining apart from anything else. Yeah, this one woman, she's become sort of possessed in some weird way. And her husband, finally, he just like picks up the poker from the fire set in the living room and just goes, oh, fuck it, and just like clubs her to death. Yeah. I'm getting that off that today. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing about it. It's not funny. But, you know, it was supposed to be a funny film. It's just like, what's the point of see all that stuff at his feet? Look at that. We've got weapons, we've got, you know, armor, we've got books, we've got tools, we've got jewels, we've got bloody everything. We've got all the trappings of what can be powerful in life. The one thing that falls outside it is that artist's palette. That's escaped. And that's really interesting. That's something to do with creativity and sort of painting a new life after this. And I think the card that comes after this, I will check in here, because if I use Major Arcana again, it will be the Rider-Waite. I think it's Temperance, isn't it? It's the one that follows this. It's just when you realize that, yeah, here we go, 14, Temperance. Oh, there she is. It's when you basically, when you take this on board, when you take on the inevitability of change, and, you know, change comes when you want it and change comes when you don't want it. Some of it's handy, some of it's not so handy. You know, some of it's chosen, some of it's not chosen. You know, there's all sorts of different types of change, but all there is change. That's the one thing that never changes. Do you like the crystal, by the way? Got some nice facets on it. So lovely. I might use that at some point. Yeah, so once we've got, we have to accept this, but there's a sort of wish here to just sweep it all away. Like I said, what's it bloody worth? What's all that worth when matey's around with his bloody scythe? I mean, that blade ain't a precious metal, is it? Flipping heck. Just cut it all down, snicker snack. And yeah, well, I'm getting off this. Just that's what we want. That's what we want. And it's exasperation rather than like active fatigue, active weariness. Anyway, the hidden energy here. Justice in the reverse. Oh my God. This is going to be a pokey column. I don't know yet how this relates to death, but I've got a feeling like there's something hasty about this. There's something a bit Harold Shipman about this. There's something a bit like serial killer about this. This is like something kind of building up here. And a kind of wish to sort of slice it open and let it drain somehow. And I mean, that's absolutely the wrong attitude to take with the Grim Reaper here. He comes when he comes when he comes. Yeah, and if you call him in a kind of casual way, you know, because you're feeling exasperated or you're pissed off with your circumstances or things ain't going right or blah, 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 and you kind of wish that something would come in and just make it all go away. Should I be careful what you wish for? And here, the Hanged Man in the reverse. I don't know. There's something immoderate about this for me today. There's something, again, hasty. There's something hasty about this, because the Hanged Man is about kind of a temporary suspension and a timely time out in order to in order to sort of get your noddle around something, or some lesson that needs to be learned, basically. And this is what it is, because this follows the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is like sort of waiting in willing suspension, in willing inactivity, if we like. But it's not the same. It's not like laziness. It's just like choosing not to choose, deciding not to decide, fence sitting. But, you know, he's already here. He's already here, and he's the only one, as I say, in the upright. So there's something like untimely here in the Hanged Man in reverse, and a kind of feeling of something not being balanced, something not being right, like to right the balance. That's what it is. That's when things come into balance. That's the verb that we use, to right the balance, or sometimes we say strike a balance. Something not righted here. And when a ship has been sort of listing to port, or listing to starboard or whatever, no, port, yeah, port and starboard, that's right. When it comes back up, it's called upright, yeah, or the ship is righted. So there's something not right here. All right, I'm going to start clarifying this. Really interesting. I'm not going to come straight to this one. I want to come to this one first, and I'm tempted, to tell you the truth, to go to the Hanged Man in reverse first, but I'm going here first. So one from the Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Okay. I wonder if this is advice. Just like, just like, whoa there, don't go like flinging those pentacles around. I don't know. Let's see. You might want that one day. Hoarding. Let's see. Two of Wands in the reverse. Another card of holding back. So yeah, the Four of Pentacles is about holding back on the flow of power, the income and the expenditure of life. It's like not wanting to engage with that. It's holding back from that. Goodness me. I mean, unless we like actively go seeking this, we're not actively holding back from it, but you can't hold it back. And I wonder whether there's something here about perhaps the inability to hold something back, the inability to kind of keep a boundary on something, keep a limit on something. And we're getting a message here about limits being placed on things. And the reason I say that, you know, perhaps this might be really kind of contradictory to this pile, because frankly, it's not particularly comfortable energy, the Hanged Man in reverse. Let's carry on here. Yeah, so we've got the Two of Wands here, you know, these sort of first sort of ideas that one could do more than one thing. Options. That's what this is. options, big ones and little ones. And it's options backed up by insurance. You see that first one there? I mean, that's the ace of wands bolted to the wall. So we've got that one in the pocket, all right? And then it's like, right, okay, I've got one in the pocket. Where do I go from here? I've got options. But as I said, it's in the reverse here. Let's keep going. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Oh my God, this is turning much more into some sort of advice column. And the 2 of Cups. Yeah, man. Don't long for this. I mean, look, the 10 of Swords, I mean, it's quite similar energy to the Death card. I mean, he's a goner. You know, why would one want this when this is possible? This is preferable. This like fair exchange of gifts and qualities and fluids. Sorry, that's disgusting. That's there. And I mean, that possibility is always there, but it takes a certain restraint to be able to do this sometimes, to be able to engage with this 2 of Cups energy. And this like rush to kind of kill something off here. In the 10 of Swords in the reverse, it's like what are you doing? This is like bridge burning here. So yeah, this really is a very, very interesting like undertow, underbelly, shadow side. Let's see what's here now, because this is things as we see them. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. We've done it. We've done enough. We've done enough. Fuck it. How long have we sat there knocking out those bloody pentacles? And we've worked really hard on this, and we've had enough. You know, what return do we see on all that effort? What return are we seeing? That's where we are at the moment. And that's what we want. The 6 of Wands. You know, to go off into battle with your loyal troops. I wouldn't say your kinsmen, but, you know, all the men from the village and the local hamlets, you've gone off into battle and you've come back victorious. It's winning. It's winning. We want to win. We don't want all this sitting at this bench going like bang, bang, bang. We've bloody had enough. Oh, how interesting. 7 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. And the 9 of Cups in the reverse. Well, 9 of Cups in reverse, we don't want to, oh my God, yeah, I'm seeing more of this immoderate energy. We don't see here in the 9 of Cups in the reverse why we should share our like bounty. And yet we feel called upon to do so. You know, we feel like everyone wants a bit of us here in the 9 of Cups in the reverse. And the 7 of Swords in reverse, this is something about having said it over and over and over again, or I don't know, this is really, oh man, there's something really sneaky about this. Something really sneaky. Sorry, I'm just trying to like gauge what's going on here. There's something here, I think, in the 7 of Swords in the reverse about this feeling that whatever way we put it, we're not getting the results that we want. And because, I mean, the Seven of Swords is sort of manipulation, manipulative words. And I mean, I know it's seen as the thief card, but you know, it's much more subtle than that. And sort of leaving just enough evidence to kind of cover our tracks here. But the truth of the matter is that there's something really like cold here. I've got to say, the warmest card on the table so far is this. And it's the most tender, simple, kind of tiny little ember of warmth here. This is cold energy. It's perhaps someone who's prepared to, or perhaps already has laid some sort of false trail. And there's no actual wish to give here. But that's coming up here as well. I mean, that's what the Four of Pentacles is. Okay, what I'm getting off this this duo here of the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, and this kind of emotional stinginess here, is that by being emotionally stingy, we are actually blocking our own power from flowing. We're doing much more than holding back emotionally, much more than that. We're doing more damage. And when I say the word damage, my eye falls here on the Ten of Swords, even though it's in the reverse. The only two cards in the upright here are the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. If this can flow, if the Pentacles can flow, this is something to do with work, money, property, energy that we trade for money. If this can flow, then this becomes possible. But this is like a tiny little candle in the wind, this Two of Cups at the moment. It's like these forces. There's something really egotistical about this. And I'm getting that off this conjunction of the Six of Wands in the upright with Death in the upright. Very interesting. And it's like, this is this tiny little wisp. This reminds me of the story of when Pandora opened the box, just out of curiosity. And all the terrible, the pestilence and the disease and all the suffering, all that flew out of the box. And then this last little thing that came out of the box was this little wispy fairy called Hope. That's what this is. This is hope. It's still this like tiny sliver of it. But yeah, this is well selfie, this column here. And there's something in these minor arcana here that is really inappropriate, an inappropriate attitude. Like one can, the attitude here is of someone who can command this and make it come and make it stay away. To their command. Yeah, very silly, very silly. And I'm back here now with Justice in the reverse. Very silly, stupid move, bad move. Yeah, but this kind of looks pretty ingrained, man. And that's why this is this tiny wispy fairy of hope here in the Two of Cups. Let's pull on the Hanged Man in the reverse. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Wands now. in the reverse. Page of Swords in the reverse. Oh, and the Knight of Cups. Well, look, there's nothing down this flipping road, mate. There's nothing down it. The key card here for me in this final column is the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And this to me links in with the Two of Cups. Because as I said, this kind of ego-ish, selfie kind of energy going on here in the first column really is predicated on a kind of core gut belief. It's so gut, you don't even articulate it. But just that, you don't deserve this. Okay, that's what that core gut thing says. And as I say, it's so gut level, it doesn't even come in words. So maybe this is, I guess that's what tarot is about, isn't it? It's about symbolism. And the fact that this is on its head is very, very hopeful that this is in the reverse here. Because this Five of Pentacles is about being like an outsider. And an unfortunate outsider. And I mean, they are outside essentially, or certainly in today's world, through, not through choice necessarily, but through a kind of presumed, on their part, a presumption that they are not allowed to be warm inside. And we know it's warm inside because the candlelight is glowing through those pentacles on that stained glass window. But they don't go in. They don't go in. And that's because they feel it's not their place. And, there's probably loads of people would agree with them. But that doesn't make it true. But it's in the reverse here. So there's a kind of, perhaps, I was going to say perhaps there's a tiny sliver of something good here, something nice. I mean, the Three of Wands is all about setting plans in motion to make shit happen in a physical way. But it's in the reverse. This whole flipping column's in the reverse. So, what does that mean? I know that's my job to tell you, but what does it mean when we get the Two of Wands in? We get this like stupid kind of, I'm the best, basically, in the Six of Wands in the upright, and then we've got 2 blocked, 3 blocked. I mean, here in the Seven of Swords, we've got someone being sneaky with communication. And here in the Page of Swords, we've got someone being sort of bold with it. But they're both in the reverse. So there's a very complex story going on here in the sword row. Very complex. The key column for me here is this middle one. This is and maybe I'm saying that because I really don't like this. And this is usually like the bigger picture. But I'm just not getting anything flipping positive off of this. I mean, the Knight of Cups, like an emotional offer, an emotional message, an emotional kind of delivery. in the reverse. As I say, the only like sliver of hope here is that the Five of Pentacles is in the reverse, but everything after that is just blocked. I mean, maybe it's a good thing when we've got the, you know, this kind of bold, perhaps rather ill-advised communicative energy here in the Page of Swords. That's in reverse as well. But this is like sort of damage limitation. This is like a damage limitation reading. It really is. This is like looking for the tiny shards of something beautiful in quite a mucky puddle, right? It really is. It's kind of egotistical, it's ill-advised, it's immoderate, intemperate, it's with these tiny little, well, yeah, but there is that kind of thing. It's like you're trying to find like the tiniest of mercies, the blessings of small mercies. Perhaps that's what I'll call this reading. I'm going to pull 3 on this, all right? I'm going to pull 3 major arcana on that. I'm going to do like a fractal 3-card reading on this middle column, because this is the key to it. This is about the blockage of energy, the blockage of the sense of options, and this sort of fuck it energy about the 10 of Swords in reverse here. And maybe in the context of this whole reading and that's no bad thing. I don't know, but it's pretty gruesome. You know, there are other ways in the minor arcana in the Swords to express not like being totally like destroyed, rather than the 10 of Swords in the reverse. You know, there are nicer ways to express that. Flipping heck. And the little fairy of hope at the bottom. So let's pull 3 on that middle column. Okay, we've got the Magician in the reverse. How interesting. So I am still here. God almighty, that's so pokey. The Tower in the reverse. Oh, and Strength in the reverse. And this deck, this major arcana of the Rider-Waite has been shuffled this way and that way. So, you know, just to show you, the next card out was the Hanged Man, but in the upright this time. Things are, in this particular reading, much, much more out of our bloody control than we would really care to believe. I mean, the Magician is about, it's the proto energy of I can do shit. I can do stuff. I can make stuff happen. It's card number 1 after the Fool. The Fool saying, I am. And the Magician saying, thus, I can. And I'm going to. You know, it's that whole sort of like something going like this and igniting. It's the igniting of the flame. The Fool is like the burning medium and the fuel or whatever, and you know, all the bits are there, and then the Magician comes and it goes and it sets alight. In the reverse. Okay, we're not in a position to make shit happen here. Neither, Tower in reverse, can we rely on the fates making it happen. You know, the tower is this like absolute like bolt from the blue. And sometimes we long for this, and sometimes it's really good to get this, because sometimes that tower has been there for too fucking long, and it's turned into, it's like gone septic, like something that we take for granted and that's always there, and that is a kind of control lever somehow, or tool of control in our lives. You know, the thing itself and the knowledge, in inverted commas, that it exists and has a particular function. Boom, gone. Sometimes that's useful, but that's in the reverse as well. So we can't even wait for like fate to come and save us in this. And don't worry, I'm building up to a conclusion here, because my eye is on the concluding card. All right. And then strength in the reverse. You know, strength, the taming of the inner beast that has to happen for us to get anywhere. We can't just go around like rampaging. And that's what I get off this column here, especially off this 6 of Wands here. There's this sort of like self-identified kind of I am strong going on here. We're not strong here. We are not. And like I said, there is this kind of, I think, potentially quite dangerous sense of being able to control the activities of this energy here. And that's reflected in the 6 of Wands. This is in the reverse. It doesn't matter how often we tell ourselves, or how often we tell others, or how articulate we are, or how sure we are about something. We are not in flipping control of events in this reading. We are not in control of events, and we are not getting what we ordered. Yeah, our karma is not delivering for us here in this Knight of Cups in the reverse. And it's not so much like, well, because I almost said, like, fuck it, you might as well just sweep the whole lot away. But that took me right back to what I was first saying about the Death card here. The conclusion, what I've been building up to. I mean, here we have the only strong link on the table. All right. The rest of it is either false progress, false victory, like false attribution of I don't know what, of power, false attribution of power, with these tiny little like glimmers of hope here. And then right at the last minute, boom, in a reverse, boom, in the upright. So wait, okay, wait. And I really can't advise, if I'm going to advise anything off this reading, it would be just hold your flipping horses. Hold your horses, because there's something that has not been taken in yet. And by taken in, I mean understood, not duped. Okay, there's something hasn't been taken in yet, and we've just got to wait. And it's not comfy. I won't lie to you, it's not comfy. It's almost like under this energy, all the reversals here could like be in the upright. And I mean, what would this reading look like if all the cards were in the upright? It would be like phenomenal, and phenomenally sort of exciting and positive, but it ain't. And something needs to be digested about that. Okay, that is the reading. I'm pretty sure I'll be revisiting this eclipse in the run up to it, but that's what I'm getting off the energy at the moment. Call your jets. Like, I mean, I don't know what time period I'm reading for here. As I say, I'm doing this reading on the 22nd of October. I think, yeah, it's the 22nd. And you know, we've got another 6 days in the run up. So, but this is just a snapshot, really, a pre-eclipse snapshot. It will become clear, but not yet. In the meantime, just try to comfortably step away from the flow. Sit on the bank and just watch what flows towards you. Watch what flows towards you. Right. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.